Good morning students. Welcome to today's maths class. So we have been discussing about chapter 5 natural numbers and whole numbers. Now our next topic is properties for multiplication of whole numbers. Okay. So first property, closure property. You know about this property. We have studied this in properties for addition on whole numbers. According to closure property, if x and y are two whole numbers, then x into y is also a whole number. That means if you take two whole numbers and if you multiply that two whole number, the result is also a whole number. Okay, let us take one example. First whole number, let us take a 5. Second whole number 4. Okay, on multiplying these two whole number, 5 into 4 equal to 20. 20 is a whole number. Okay, similarly 12 into 0, you will get 0, which is a whole number. 0 and 23, 0 into 23 equal to 0, which is a whole number. 15 and 6, 15 into 6 you will get 90, which is a whole number. So any two whole numbers you take, their product is also a whole number. That is closure property. Okay. Now second property, commutative property. If x and y are two whole numbers, then x into y equal to y into x. Okay, so if we take any two whole numbers and if we change the order of multiplication, then also we will get the same result. Okay, if we multiply x into y, we will get an answer. The same answer only you will get if you multiply y into x. Okay, let us take one example. First whole number 4, second whole number 5. 4 into 5 first we are doing. 4 into 5 it is 20. Next 5 into 4. What is that? It is also 20. Therefore 4 into 5 equal to 5 into 4. Okay. 3 and 0. 3 into 0 you will get 0. 0 into 3 also you will get 0. So what we can say, 3 into 0 equal to 0 into 3. Okay. Therefore we can say multiplication of whole number is commutative. In whatever order we multiply two whole numbers, the result will be the same. Okay, that is commutative property. Now third property, associative property. For any three whole numbers x, y and z, x into y into z equal to x into y into z. Okay, so we are taking three whole numbers x, y and z. Now first x is kept outside and y and z inside bracket. That means first we are doing y into z. First we are finding this product and then we are multiplying x with that product. Okay, that result, the final result will be equal to x into y into z. That means x into y. First we are finding the product of x and y. Then that result into z we are doing. Okay, so here the result will be the same. Whatever be the order of multiplication, the result will be the same. So let us take example for 4, 8, 10. We are taking three whole number 4, 8 and 10. 4 into 8 into 10 will be equal to, how we can find the answer? 4 into, first we are doing bracket, inside bracket, that is 8 into 10, 80. Okay, 4 into 80, you will get 320. Next, 4 and 8, we are writing inside bracket, 4 into 8 into 10. How we will find? First doing inside bracket, 4 into 8, it is 32, into 10, you will get 320 only. So we can say that multiplication of whole numbers is associative. For any three whole numbers you take, x into y into z will be equal to x into y into z. Okay. Fourth property, distributive property. According to this property, for any three whole numbers x, y and z, x into y plus z equal to x into y plus x into z. Okay, so here x into y plus z, how we are doing? According to, if you are using distributive property to find the answer, means you can multiply this x with all the numbers inside the bracket and then we can add that products. Okay, that means x you are multiplying by y, x you are multiplying by z also. Okay, now here it is plus sign, so here you can add the two products, x into y plus x into z. This is distributive property. Okay, let us take one example. 5 whole numbers, 3 whole numbers we are taking, 5, 3 and 4. Okay, so 5 into 3 plus 4. What will be the answer? 5 into 3 plus 4. Let us solve by BODMAS. Using BODMAS we can solve this. How? First doing inside bracket. So 3 plus 4 it is 7. Okay, so 5 into 7 you will get 35 as answer. Now we can find this answer using distributive property also. So how? Let us see. 5 into 3 plus 4. 5 we are multiplying by 3. 5 we are multiplying by 4 also. Okay, so 5 into 3. Here the sign is plus, so put plus sign here. If it is minus means you have to put minus sign. Okay, plus 5 into 4. Now 5 into 3 we can do 15 plus. After bracket only you can do the addition, or after multiplication only you can do addition according to BODMAS. Okay, now 5 into 4, 20. What is 15 plus 20? That is also 35. This is according to distributive property. Finding answer using distributive property. This is BODMAS, using BODMAS. Okay, both answers are same. So we can say that x into y plus z. For any three whole number x, y and z, x into y plus z will be equal to x into y plus x into z. Okay. Now x into y minus z. So here the sign is minus. This is distributive property of multiplication over subtraction. Okay. So how you can find the answer? X you multiply by inside the numbers inside the bracket. So x into y. Here the sign is minus, so put minus sign. Now x into z. Okay. In this way also we can use distributive property. That means y minus z into x, both are same. X into y minus z. We can write it in this way also. Y minus z into x. 2 into 5 and 5 into 2 are same. Similarly, x into y minus z and y minus z into x are same. Okay, so here also we can use distributive property. Y into x. Here the sign is minus, so put minus sign. Now z into x. Okay, this is distributive over subtraction. Distributive property of multiplication over subtraction. Okay. Now fifth property, existence of identity. For any whole number x, x into 1 equal to x, 1 into x equal to x. That is x into 1 equal to 1 into x. So if you take any whole number, that whole number on multiplying by 1, you will get the number itself. Okay. For example, you can take 9 into 1 equal to 9 and 1 into 9 is also 9. Okay, therefore 9 into 1 equal to 1 into 9. So what we can say, 1, the whole number 1 is called the multiplicative identity or identity element for multiplication. Okay, in case of multiplication of whole number, multiplicative identity or identity element for multiplication is 1. Okay, in case of addition it is 0. Why 1 is called the multiplicative identity or identity element for multiplication? Because any whole number into 1, you will get that whole number itself as answer. Okay, 15 into 1 you will get 15. 9 into 1 you will get 9. Then 23 into 1 you will get 23. Any whole number you take, that whole number into 1 you will get the number itself. That's why 1 is called the multiplicative identity or identity element for multiplication. Okay, so in general we can say for any whole number x, x into 1 equal to x and 1 into x equal to x. Therefore multiplication of any whole number with 1, you will get that whole number itself. So 1 is called the multiplicative identity or identity element for multiplication. Okay. Sixth one, multiplicative inverse. If x is any whole number x not equal to 0, then its multiplicative inverse will be 1 by x. So here, for any whole number x, in general we are taking, its multiplicative inverse will be 1 by x. Okay, let us take a whole number 3. What will be its multiplicative inverse? It will be 1 by 3. Okay, another whole number, let us take a 25. Its multiplicative inverse will be 1 by 25. Okay, so in general, if x is any whole number, then the multiplicative inverse of x will be 1 by x. And here, let us multiply this whole number with its multiplicative inverse. Okay, that is, we are multiplying x and 1 by x. Okay, so you know multiplication of fractions. X means it is x by 1. X by 1 into 1 by x. How we will multiply? Multiply the numerator by multiply the denominator. That is product of numerator by product of denominator. So x into 1 by 1 into x. Okay, numerators we can multiply, denominators we can multiply. So x into 1, x by 1 into x, x. What is x by x? Any number divided by that number. The answer will be 1. Okay, so 1 we got. Let us take 3 and 1 by 3. 3 is a whole number. Its multiplicative inverse is 1 by 3. Now we are multiplying 3 by its multiplicative inverse. 3 into 1 by 3. What will be the answer? 3 means 3 by 1. Okay, so 3 into 1 by 1 into 3. 3 into 1, 3 by 1 into 3, 3. 3 by 3. What is the answer? 1. Okay, in 25 and 1 by 25 also. 25 into 1 by 25. Here also what we will get the answer? 25 into 1 by 1 into 25. You will get 25 by 25, that is 1. So any whole number into multiplicative inverse, you will get a 1 as answer. What is the peculiarity of this 1? 1 is the multiplicative identity. Identity element for multiplication. Okay. So for any whole number into its multiplicative inverse, you will get multiplicative identity, that is 1. Okay, so let us take a x. For any whole number x, x into its multiplicative inverse will be 1 by x. X into 1 by x, you will get a multiplicative identity, that is 1. Okay, but here this 1 by x, 1 by x is a whole number only when x equal to 1. 1 by x in the value ഒരു whole number ആവാ x in the value 1 വരുമ്പോൾ മാത്രമാണ്. Okay, if x equal to 1, then only 1 by x will be a whole number. Let us see, if x equal to 1, what will be 1 by x? 1 by x equal to 1 by 1. What is 1 by 1? It is 1. When x equal to 3, let us take another whole number. 1 by x, what will be 1 by x? 1 by 3. Is this a whole number? 1 by 3? It is not a whole number. Okay, when x equal to 25, what will be the value of 1 by x? It will be 1 by 25. This is not a whole number. Okay, so any whole number you take other than 1, 1 by x is not a whole number. 1 ഒഴികെ വേറെ ഏത് ഹോൾ നമ്പർ എടുത്താലും 1 by x ഒരു ഹോൾ നമ്പർ ആയിട്ട് നമുക്ക് കിട്ടില്ല. ഇഫ് വി ടേക്ക് 1 ഓൺലി, x value 1, then only we will get 1 by x a whole number. എക്സിൻ്റെ വാല്യൂ 1 വരുമ്പോൾ മാത്രമാണ് 1 by x ഒരു ഹോൾ നമ്പർ കിട്ടുക. എക്സിൻ്റെ വാല്യൂ 1 അല്ലാതെ വേറെ ഏത് വാല്യൂ എടുത്താലും 1 by x ഹോൾ നമ്പർ ആയിട്ട് കിട്ടില്ല. Therefore, for any whole number x not equal to 1, its multiplicative inverse does not exist. 1 ഒഴികെ വേറെ ഏത് ഹോൾ നമ്പർ എടുത്താലും അതിന് മൾട്ടിപ്ലിക്കേറ്റീവ് ഇൻവേഴ്സ് എക്സിസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നില്ല. ഓക്കെ, നൗ സിൻസ് 1 into 1 by 1 it is equal to 1 and 1 by 1 into 1 equal to 1, therefore multiplicative inverse of 1 is 1 by 1, that is 1 itself. ഓക്കെ, 1 into 1 by 1 നമുക്ക് 1 ആണ് കിട്ടുക. അതേപോലെ 1 by 1 into 1ഉം 1 ആണ് കിട്ടുക. അപ്പോൾ മൾട്ടിപ്ലിക്കേറ്റീവ് ഇൻവേഴ്സ് ഓഫ് 1 എന്താണ്? 1 by 1, that is 1 by 1 means it is 1. Okay, 7th one, cancellation law of multiplication. So here in this law we are taking 3 whole numbers x, y and z. Okay, now it is given x into y equal to x into z. Okay, if x into y equal to x into z, we can cancel this x from both sides. Okay, this x is there on LHS side and RHS side, so that we can cancel. The same number we can cancel from both sides. Now remaining what we will get, y equal to z. Okay, this is cancellation law of multiplication. Let us take one example. 3 into a equal to 3 into b. In that case 3 is there in left side and the right side, so that 3 we can cancel. So what we will get, a equal to b. Okay, if same number is coming on both sides of the equation means we can cancel that. This is cancellation law of multiplication. Okay, so these are the 7 properties of multiplication on whole numbers. Now let us start exercise 5C. First question, fill in the blanks. In that first one, 42 into 0. We know 42 into 0, any number into 0 you will get 0 itself. Okay, second one, 592 into 1. It is 592. Any number into 1 you will get that number itself. Third one, 328 into 573 equal to dash into 328. We know that multiplication of whole number, it is commutative. Okay, if we change the order then also you will get the same result. So 328 into 573 equal to 573 into 328. This is commutative property. Fourth one, 229 into dash equal to 578 into 229. So here what will come? 229 into 578 equal to 578 into 229. Commutative property. Okay, now 32. Fifth one, 32 into 15 equal to 32 into 6 plus 32 into 7 plus 32 into dash. So here 32 into 15. This 15, it is split. 15 we have split it like this. It is given like this, 15 equal to, here 6 is there, 7 is there. Okay, so 6 plus 7 plus, now what number will come? 15 equal to 6 plus 7, it is 13. 13 plus 2 you will get 15. Okay, so here 15 is split as 6 plus 7 plus 2. How we got 6 and 7? From here, 32 into 6, 32 into 7. Now 32 into what number will come here? 2. Okay, 32 into 15, it is split like this, 6 plus 7 plus 2. So by distributive property, using distributive property we can write it like this, 32 into 6 plus 32 into 7 plus 32 into 2 will come here. Okay, now sixth one, 23 into 56 equal to 20 into 56 plus dash into 56. So here 23, it is split. Okay, 20, here 20 and one number. So 23 equal to 20 plus what number you will get? 20 plus 3. Okay, so 23 we can split as 20 plus 3. Using distributive property, how we can write? 20 into 56 plus 3 into 56. Okay, this is also distributive property. Seventh one, 83 into 54 plus 83 into 16 equal to 82 into dash equal to 83 into dash equal to dash. So here 83 into 54 plus 83 into 16. So by using distributive property, we can write 83 into 54. Here it is plus sign, so put plus sign. Now 16. Okay, this is using of distributive property here. 83 into 15 plus 83 into 16 equal to 83 into 54 plus 16. Now 83 into dash. So 54 plus 16 we can add and write in this blank. 54 plus 16 you will get 70. Okay, now in this blank, in the final blank, you can write the answer 83 into 70. What is the answer that you can write? So 83 into 7, what is it? 58. So 5810. This will be the answer here. Okay. Now 8th one, 98 into 273 minus 75 into 273. Here also distributive property, equal to dash into 273 equal to dash into 273. So what will come? 98 into 273 minus 75 into 273. So in this bracket what you can write? 98 minus 75, using distributive property over subtraction. Okay, 98 minus 75 into 273. Now what is 98 minus 75? It is 23. So 23 into 273. Okay. In that second question, by rearranging the given numbers, evaluate. First one, 2 into 487 into 50. So here you have to rearrange the numbers first and then find the product. Okay. Now here you can group 2 and 50. Okay, 2 and 50 you can group together, and 487 you can write outside. Why we are grouping 2 and 50? Because their product will end in zeros. Okay, group the numbers such that the product will, their product, if we find their product, the answer will end in zeros. ഓക്കെ, രണ്ട് നമ്പേഴ്സ് ഗ്രൂപ്പ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ നിങ്ങൾ അത് ഇവിടെ മൾട്ടിപ്ലിക്കേഷൻ ആണ്, അപ്പോൾ അതിൻ്റെ പ്രൊഡക്ട്സ് എന്തായിരിക്കണം? സീറോസിൽ വെച്ച് എൻഡ് ചെയ്യണം. ഇവിടെ 2 into 50 നിങ്ങൾക്ക് 100 കിട്ടും. ദേ പ്രൊഡക്റ്റ് എൻഡ് വിത്ത് സീറോസ്. ഓക്കെ, ലൈക്ക് ദാറ്റ് യു ഹാവ് ടു ഗ്രൂപ്പ് നമ്പേഴ്സ് ഓർ റീഅറേഞ്ച് നമ്പേഴ്സ്. ഓക്കെ, നൗ 100 into 487. വാട്ട് ഈസ് 100 into 487? ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് 48700, 48,700. Okay, in this way you can find the product easily. Without doing actual multiplication, you can find the product by rearranging the numbers. Okay, now in that second one, 25 into 444 into 4. So we know that 25 into 4 it is 100. So that we can group together. Their product ends with the zeros. 25 into 4 into 444. Here we are not using any properties, just we are rearranging the numbers only. Okay, now 25 into 4 it is 100 into 444. So what will be the answer? 44400, 44,400. Okay, third one, 225 into 20 into 50 into 4. So here we know that 20 and 50, their product we know 1000. Okay, so let us group 225 and 4, then 20 and 50. Okay, now 225 into 4, what you will get? You can just multiply. 225 into 4, it is 900. Okay, so 900 into 20 into 50, 2 into 5 10. Now here 2 zeros in total, so that you can put the answer will be 1000. Now what is 900 into 1000? 9 into 1 9. Here 2 zeros, here 3 zeros, so in the product total 5 zeros will be there. Okay, so 9 lakh is the answer. In that third one, use distributive law to evaluate. First one, 984 into 102. So you have to find the product using distributive law itself. Okay, we know the general form of distributive law, A into B plus C or X into Y plus Z. Anyways you can write that will be equal to A into B plus A into C. This is distributive law. So in order to use distributive law, we have to change this form. Questions form we have to change. So let us change 100 to here. Okay, 984 into 100 to, how we can split? 100 plus 2. Okay, 100 to we are writing as 100 plus 2 in order to use distributive law. Okay, now we can use, this is of the form A into B plus C, no? In place of A it is 984, in place of B it is 100, in place of C it is 2. Okay, A into B plus C. In that form we got. Now using distributive law, how we can find? 984 you can multiply by 100 and plus. Here the sign is plus, so put plus sign. Now 984 you can multiply by 2. Okay, now what is 984 into 100? It is 98400, 98,400 plus 984 into 2, that we can find. 4 into 2, 8, 16, 19. So 1968. Now you can add these two. 98,400 plus 1968. What will be the answer? 1,00368. That is 1,03,68. Okay, so that you can write 1,03,68. Okay, if you multiply 984 and 102, then also you will get this answer only, 1,03,68. Here we find the answer using distributive law. Okay, in that second one, 385 into 1004. So we have to use distributive law here. Let us split this 1004. Okay, 385 into 1004, we can write it as 1000 plus 4. Okay, now we can use the distributive law. 385 you can multiply by 1000. Here that is plus sign, so put plus sign. Now 385 you can multiply with the 4. Now what is 385 into 1000? It is 385,000. 3,85,000 plus 385 into 4. It is 1,540. Okay. Now on adding 3,85,000 plus 1,540, you will get 3,86,540 as answer. Okay. Fourth question, evaluate using properties. In that first one, 548 into 98. So here, without doing actual multiplication, using properties, you have to find the answer. Okay, don't multiply and write the answer. You have to use properties to find the answer of 548 into 98. Okay, so here we can use distributive property. That property only we can use here. So 98, we can split 98. Either we can split like this, 90 plus 8, or the second way is 100 minus 2. Okay, so it is better to take 98 equal to 100 minus 2 because it is very close to 100. So we can write a 98 as, we can split a 98 as 100 minus 2. Okay, distributive property over subtraction we can use here. So 548 into 100 minus 2. 98 we can split as 100 minus 2. Now using distributive property, 548 into 100, sign is minus, 548 into 2. Okay, now 548 into 100, 54800. 54,800 minus 548 into 2. We can find that 1096. Okay. Now you subtract 54,800 minus 1096. You will get 53,704. Okay. So this will be the answer, 53,704. In that third one, 3023 into 723. So here no number is there such that it is very close to 100 or 1000. Okay, ഇവിടെയുള്ള ഈ രണ്ട് നമ്പറും 1000നോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ 100നോ ക്ലോസ് ആയിട്ടൊന്നുമല്ല, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ 10,000. Like that numbers, 100, either it is close to 100 or 1000 or 10,000. Okay, here these two numbers are not close to 100,000 or 10,000. So what we can do is, let us split the greater number. This is the greater number. Let us split it like this. 3023 equal to 3000 plus 20 plus 3. Okay, greater number we can split like this. 3000 plus 20 plus 3 into 723. Okay, now also we can use distributive property. 3000 you can multiply by 723 plus 20 you can multiply by 723 plus 3 you can multiply by 723. Okay, and adding all this product you will get the answer. So 3000 into 723 on multiplying you will get 21,69,000 plus 20 into 723 you will get 14,460. 3 into 723 it is 2,169. Okay, now adding all these three numbers you will get 21,85,629, and this is the final answer. Okay, third question, third one, and fourth question, second one you can do as homework. So this much for this class. Thank you.